This is Agent We've arrived at the restricted zone. I can't begin to describe what I'm seeing here. There are bodies everywhere. I don't understand what's happened, but it appears to be some form of virus. Initiating quarantine protocols. Awaiting confirmation from... Hey guys, what's happening? Niyat here with Film Comics Explained, and today we'll be taking a look at SCP-610, also known as the Flesh That Hates, as featured in the SCP Foundation archives. SCP-610 is a Keter-class biological virus known to infect any creatures that it came into contact with. Similar to the Flood, SCP-610 worked to assimilate all life in the surrounding area, even going so far as to replace its environment entirely. The exact origin of the virus is unknown, and records show that it's currently isolated to a small area near Lake Baikal in southern Siberia, although how it started or if there is a cure is currently unknown. Initial reports of SCP came direct from the Russian government through undisclosable channels. These reports consisted primarily of disappearances of farmers in the region and were not considered until the local police, followed by the regional police, and finally a government dispatched agent all failed to report in within a 72-hour period. A small military contingent was then dispatched to the area and quickly withdrew, at which point the SCP Foundation was contacted to investigate. I go into the function of the SCP Foundation in another video, which I'll leave links to below, and I highly recommend that you guys check it out. With that in mind, SCP-610 appears to be a contagious virus that manifests with symptoms including itching, rashes, and increased skin sensitivity. Within 3 hours, the disease will cause blemishes resembling heavy scar tissue to form in the chest and areas surrounding the arms, spreading to the legs and back within an hour before consuming the victim completely 5 hours into the infection. I think it should also be noted that exposure to higher temperatures vastly increases the time it takes for the contagion to spread, and under these circumstances, complete infections have been witnessed in as little as 5 minutes. Once the virus has taken over the body, the victim's life functions would cease for approximately 3 minutes, after which they would recontinue and begin working at 2 to 3 times the activity rate of a normal human. Following this, the scar tissue on the victims would start to move of its own accord and grow at a rapid rate. Normal human features start to disappear at this point under the infection, and the path of mutation appears to be largely random. Subjects observed in this stage of infection begin experiencing major genetic mutations, beginning with the growth of more limbs prior to the eventual misshaping of the original body into a grotesque flesh form. Once infected, the individuals will cease moving and place themselves in a location they deemed suitable, and once secured, the fleshy growth on the victim would begin to spread itself across all surrounding objects. Now, these objects don't spread the infection as living creatures do, and it's believed this course of action was done to create an area that was hospitable for the continued growth of others that were infected. Close observation of infected life is not permitted, as those that were infected past the scar tissue phase actively and aggressively attempted to infect anyone approaching them. It's for these reasons that observation of infected settlements has been established with the use of remote cameras and robotic equipment. The data returned from these observations, coupled with the openly aggressive nature of the infected, has resulted in its classification as a Keter-class entity. However, so long as nothing is allowed to enter or leave the infected areas, it's considered a neutralized threat. Well, that's all for today, folks. Thanks to all of you guys who requested we take a look at the SCP virus. Don't forget to hit subscribe and click the notification icon to stay up to date on all my content. And if there's anything else you'd like to request, please don't hesitate to ask. As always, it's been a pleasure. Niyat here with Film Comics Explained. Thanks for stopping by. This is Agent I've been infected. I don't know how long I have, but I know that I don't want to become like one of those things. There's no cure, no hope. No chance of going back. We tried our best.